Emilia thought, "This is the story of how I was killed by the one I love, Felix. You have grown up so much. I was the one who trained you." Felix spoke, "I have always loved you." Emilia thought, "I have been waiting for this moment my whole life. After 700 years, my life will finally be freed from eternity. This will be my first and last." Once hailed as a land beloved by the gods, the Charlier Empire was blessed with peace and prosperity long ago. To protect this land from the flames of war, the first ruler formed a pact with the gods and united the surrounding nations as emperor. Only the legend remains now, of a bountiful land protected by the gods for 700 years. Even the royal descendants had forgotten the original promise. Then she remembered, he is dead, the contract with him is gone. I have no regrets left in this life, even a second longer is too much, why can't I die yet? 700 years ago, before the empire existed, there was the Duchy of Vadel. Father spoke, "Good news, despite being a failure, you have received a marriage proposal from Lord Eris himself." Emilia asked, "A proposal from Lord Eris? Why would someone like him want me?" She thought, Duke Eris was a young hero and ruler of the land. Father said, "He could have had any woman in the country, he must be after the Renana family's magical bloodline." Emilia thought, "But even with that so-called magic, I was not nearly as powerful as my sister. My only ability was to nullify magic." She said, "Father, I can't even use the 4 elemental magics. Why would he want to marry someone like me?" Father told her, "Whatever the reason, I always thought a failure like you would never marry, but clearly, our family is truly blessed by the gods." After that, the Duke came and said, "Excuse me, you will accept my proposal, won't you?" I could not wait for your answer, so I came in person. "Now, say you will be my fiancé." Emilia replied, "But as you already know, unlike my sister, I can't control the 4 elements. My magic only nullifies others. I am no different from an ordinary non-mage, so wouldn't marrying one of my sisters be a better choice?" The Duke spoke, "You are far too modest. That is one of the many things I like most about you. Besides, for the sake of this nation, my wife must play a very important role, and you are the only one. I choose you." Emilia thought, "Back then, I was too naive to see his true intention. He was the nation's shining hero, a noble girl like me, proposed to by him. Of course I could not say no. I was swept away and swore loyalty to him. I vowed to dedicate myself to protecting this nation alongside him, never realizing it was a lie to sacrifice me, to turn my body into a vessel for the gods. Even after my contract with Eris was severed, the curse placed on me never vanished. I remain immortal to this day, so, you really have no intention of releasing me." Then she got the news through magic. Isolde, the woman who married in from a neighboring kingdom, has taken the throne of the Charlier Empire. I thought she was just a cunning empress, but of course, she wiped out Eris's bloodline too. A person came and said, "Lady, a message from the palace, the emperor has passed away." Emilia replied, "I figured as much. The empress launched a coup and claimed the throne. I am going to search for any remaining descendants of Eris's bloodline. I will be away for a while. Can I trust you to handle things?" The aide replied, "Yes, of course, leave House Renana and everything here to me." Emilia thought, the contract with the gods was bound to the imperial throne. Only those with Eris's blood could rule the empire. But even though that bond was broken with the new empress, I still can't die. That means I must find the blessed child, the only one capable of killing me. On the other hand, the empress said, "You still have not found them. Gideon's the only heir we need. They say there is still a hidden child out there with the late emperor's blood. Eliminate anyone who could possibly claim the throne." A maid said, "But your majesty, the blood of Charlier carries the divine contract. If the gods truly blessed them, would not the emperor and his sons still be alive?" The empress stated, "So, are you saying you fear the gods more than me?" The maid replied, "No, of course not, your majesty." On the other hand, the lady said, "Young master, the pursuers are coming, we must go now." Why is this happening? Felix Charlier thought, descendants of Eris's bloodline, who are protected by the gods, are dead, and now, even my siblings and cousins are being killed. It is a coup from within the imperial family, and all I can do is run. If only I had the power to fight back. Empress, you have no right to call yourself a Charlier. I will reclaim the Charlier Empire. Knight shot an arrow. The next moment, all of them arrived. One of the knights asked, "So you are Felix?" The lady asked, "You are not just some bandits or highwaymen, are you? Why are you targeting the young master?" The knight spoke, "Our mission is to erase every trace of the former emperor's bloodline. That is our duty." The lady replied, "That is just a baseless rumor. The young master is not the illegitimate child of the late emperor." The knight continued, "It does not matter if it is true or not. He is a threat if people try to prop him up. We have been ordered to eliminate even those under suspicion." The other one shouted, "Die, for the sake of the empire's future." Suddenly, they shouted, "Young master," Felix said. "No, this is not happening." The knight stated, "You are next." Felix thought, "He is strong. I won't be able to hold them off at this rate. Am I going to die here? I don't want that." Someone. Then he remembered father telling him, "I want you to have this charm." Felix said, "Father, please help." The next moment, Emilia arrived. A knight asked, "What is that?" The other one replied, "Just kill her too." Emilia asked, "So you are going to kill?" She thought, "I don't know what is going on, but maybe I can put them to sleep." Felix asked, "What did you just do?" Emilia replied, "I just made the air around them thinner." She thought, "I neutralized the anima, but that woman is already too far gone." She asked, "I am Emilia, are you hurt? It would be a pain if we were attacked again. Let's leave this place immediately. Now, here we go. Wind, back to the mansion, please." Felix said, "We are flying, wow." After that, the coachman said, "Lady, you vanished so suddenly, I feared something had happened." Emilia replied, "It is fine, let's go." After that, she asked, "Now then, what is your name, and were you the one who called me?" Felix replied, "My name is Felix, and called you. What do you mean?" Emilia thought, "He really does not have any idea. He does not seem to be lying." She asked, "Why were they trying to kill you?" Felix replied, "I don't know." Emilia spoke, "Well, I saved you, so that should be enough." After some time, Felix thought, "That crest on the carriage, it's from the Ronin Marquisate, so she seems to be an incredible mage too. With my father and maid gone, she is the only one I can rely on." Felix spoke, "Please let me become your apprentice." Emilia said, "Sorry, but I have no intention of taking on any disciples." She thought, "Over many years, I have taught magic many times, but I have never once taken a disciple. Everyone always dies before I do. I can't risk people finding out I am immortal." Felix told her, "I need power, no matter what. I didn't even understand what was happening, and all I could do was run." Juliana protected me. She was like family to me, a maid who supported me after I lost my parents. She was like a sister to me. I don't want to lose anyone like that ever again. I want to grow stronger so I can take revenge. Please, I am begging you." Emilia asked, "What exactly do I gain from helping you?" Felix replied, "My loyalty, and when I become strong enough, I swear to repay you." Emilia told him, "Don't swear loyalty so easily." She thought, "I know better than anyone the weight and the cost of loyalty." Felix said, "But right now, that is all I can offer." Emilia commented, "Fine, if you can call me again like you did just now, I will lend you my hand." Felix replied, "Really? Thank you so much. I swear I will come back to you no matter what." Suddenly, Emilia thought, "What was that just now? Even the elemental spirits around us seem unsettled. Who is this boy?" Emilia said, "I will keep my promise, so hurry up and go. There is an inn if you go to the center of Ronin territory. Do you have money?" Emilia replied, "I have enough for lodging, so I will be fine." He thought, "She is unexpectedly kind. Let's definitely meet again." Emilia thought, "What was that uneasy feeling I had earlier, with how he called me out? There seems to be something about that child. Is that why? Even though taking on a disciple is not my hobby, I accepted with such conditions. I have never been called out without the pendant, so it should be fine." Next scene, Felix asked, "Could I stay for the night?" The inn owner replied, "I've got no reason to let a broke brat stay. Get lost." Felix shouted, "But wait, please, I definitely have money." Then he thought, "I want to find an inn quickly and figure out how to summon her." Suddenly, a person spoke, "Hey brat, give me your money if you don't want to die." Felix replied, "I refuse." Suddenly, that man said, "You little shit." Felix tried to run away, but the next moment a knight spoke, "Found you." Felix thought, "Those guys from earlier, I'm going to be killed." The knight told him, "You've got nowhere left to run." Felix thought, "To think I would be found so quickly." His blood poured on the pendant. The next moment, Emilia arrived. She thought, "Could it be I was really summoned again?" Then she said, "To think your life would be in such danger. You're like the princess in distress from stories." The night mage spoke. You again. Take this, Emilia thought. Even if it's within my territory, I can't kill them. Freezing water, all of them froze. Felix thought, amazing. She froze them in an instant. Emilia said, I have caught the culprits. One is a mage, so use magic sealing handcuffs, and you, follow me. After that, they arrived. The butler spoke, welcome back, my lady, we have a guest, please come in. After that, Felix thought, wow, everything is so beautiful, what an amazing mansion, Emilia said, prepare a room for this child to stay in. The butler replied, of course, madam, for your stay, would you like to take a bath first? Emilia said, yes, that sounds good, I will leave the rest to you. Felix thought, I don't understand why she appears when I'm in danger, but I was able to meet her again properly. Next scene, Felix asked, now you will take me as your disciple? Emilia replied, yes, I will keep my promise, without fail. How old are you? Felix told her, I am 30 years old. Emilia thought, I see, his sword form does not seem bad, but he's still got a long way to go. She asked, can you use magic? Felix replied, I've never learned, but just a little. Emilia thought, come to think of it, I had never learned magic either, I might not be that good at teaching, it's my first time teaching a beginner from scratch. Can I do this? Felix said, I will do my absolute best, I will do anything to become stronger. Emilia spoke, don't worry, I will properly make you my disciple, however, no complaints or whining, if you turn out to be completely hopeless, I will expel you. Felix was so happy and told her, thank you so much. Emilia thought, he is like a puppy. Felix stated, I swear I will never make you regret taking me as your disciple, I absolutely mean it. Emilia was shocked, then she asked, that pendant of yours, she thought, it's Eris Charlier. Emilia continued thinking, this pendant is a magical item Eris had crafted to summon me. I thought it had been lost somewhere and I would no longer be called, why does this child? If I had been sincerely asked to devote myself for the sake of the nation, even if I had hesitated, I would have agreed, but Eris deceived me. He toyed with me, he sacrificed me through his manipulation. Back in the past, Eris said, I love you, my beloved. 700 years ago, when Eris proposed to me, I was over the moon. The disgrace of the clan, becoming Eris's wife, it felt like a dream. As the wedding day approached, I still could not believe this stroke of luck was real. Eris said, I think we should have the wedding ceremony at the temple on Mount Orly, at the ancient holy site where the gods are said to descend, wouldn't that be wonderful? Then, on the wedding day, Eris said, you look very beautiful. Emilia replied, I am honored, you look very handsome too. The priest spoke, do you, Eris Charlier, and Emilia Ronan, swear to be husband and wife, bound together until the end of your days? Both of them replied, yes, I swear. Emilia thought, is it really all right for me to be this happy? The next moment, Emilia thought, what is going on? What on earth is happening? He looks so cold. Then the ritual started. Eris stated, I need your power. Emilia asked, did you deceive me? Those words, I need you, and, you are important. Eris told her, yes, I need you, your power of nullification that can even seal gods. You will be the sacrifice for divine descent in the sealing, and you will serve me in the empire until your body rots away. Emilia thought, so you never loved me, was it all a lie? Eris stated, the god has descended, perform the sealing ritual. Emilia thought, you deceived us both, me and the god, just to use us. I can hear the god's anger. Unforgivable, Eris shouted, success, we have succeeded in sealing the god, now let's establish the contract of servitude. Emilia thought, no more, please stop, what else is left to do? Eris stated, Emilia, my vessel for the god, as long as my bloodline holds the throne, you will be the eternal goddess protecting the country. Emilia thought, a searing pain, as if my very soul was being shackled, I can't move my body. After that, the Duchy of Vadel changed its name to Charlier and became a powerful empire. Unable to kill Eris due to the powerful subordination contract, I continued to be used as the vessel of the god, to harm people. In his last moments, Eris said, you belong to the Charlier Empire forever, I am relieved that you are gone. Emilia thought. Then one day, Eris died, at last, I would be free, or so I believed, but the subordination contract remained. After that, one emperor after another used my power. Why? I don't want to live being used by others anymore. Emilia continued thinking, hundreds of years have passed since Eris died, why won't you let me die? She secretly attempted suicide countless times under the king's watch, but her god-infused body could neither die nor age. One day, the god spoke, "My vessel, the one who shares my heart, find the blessed child. Only the blessed child can break your curse." Emilia thought, "So there is a way to break the curse. I don't know who the blessed child is, but could I be free someday?" Now back in the present time, Emilia thought, "The magical artifact that summoned me. I thought it was lost forever, and yet here it is before me again. If Felix has Erissa's pendant, he must be a descendant of Eris. Would letting Felix die help free me, if he is Erissa's descendant?" The god said, "Only the blessed child can break the spell. Abandoning Erissa's descendant might be meaningless. Though I resent Eris and most past emperors, Felix himself has done nothing wrong. Hating all of Erissa's descendants would make me no different from them. No more resentment or curses, such things are pointless endeavors. I just want to be free." The next morning, Felix came and said, "Good morning," Emilia thought. "Even if he is Erissa's descendant, he is nothing like him. He will be my first disciple. I am not cruel enough to kill a helpless child. For now, training is the only option." Emilia spoke, "First, let's find your elemental affinity. Do you know the 4 elements?" Felix replied, "Fire, water, wind, and earth." Emilia spoke, "Correct. Now try touching them. If you feel no resistance, that is your element." Felix said, "I will do my best." The next moment, Emilia was shocked. Then she foresaw. Felix said, "This is what you wanted me to do. The moment I kill you with my own hands, did you lie about loving me?" Emilia replied, "This is our destined fate. This so-called blessing is actually a curse that can only end when you, the blessed child, kill me. That is your role, Felix, my beloved executioner. I have waited all this time to be killed by the one I love, because you are my destined killer. That is why I love you. You only ever speak to test my feelings. Now set me free from this world." Emilia thought, "Could it be? Felix is the blessed child. If he truly is, then someday, by his hand, could I finally be free? I have decided. I will make this child's wish come true by training him to be strong and wise, and for my liberation from this world." On the other hand, the empress shouted, "You let them escape again." The knight replied, "Forgive me, their last destination is Ronin territories." The empress said, "That woman's doings, how utterly irritating." The empress continued thinking, "Obstacles must be eliminated without hesitation. Death is for anyone who gets in the way of my rule." Before Empress Isolde's wedding, she said, "I am to be wed into the Charlier Empire. Are you serious, father? I have been raised to be the ruler of Halcourts, so why?" Her father replied, "Forgive me, you certainly have the makings of a ruler for this country, but this is necessary to solidify the alliance." Isolde thought, "This can't be. Due to the blunders of a foolish king, we were forced into an alliance with the Charlier Empire, under terms disadvantageous to the Halcourts kingdom. As collateral for this alliance, I had no choice but to marry into the Charlier Empire. It is frustrating that I could not become the queen. But to be able to wield power as the empress of the empire might not be such an adorable fate after all." However, reality was not so kind. A nobleman said, "Your Majesty, there is a matter regarding the flood control project I wish to discuss." The emperor replied, "I have left that matter entirely to the Minister of Engineering." The empress thought, "A man like this is the emperor of a nation this great. I am far more capable of being a ruler than he will ever be. If my husband is incompetent, I can exploit that and seize real power, little by little, and one day, it will be me ruling the empire." Now, back in the present time, the empress asked, "Should I invoke an imperial order on the House of Ronin and have them hand over Felix?" Gideon replied, "Issuing an imperial order for such a trivial matter will diminish your authority." The empress spoke, "That is true, my sweetie." Gideon continued, "But letting him flee to Ronin territory complicates things." The empress asked, "Is Ronin someone we will truly need to be wary of?" Gideon told her, "They may be a Margrave, but they are just some eccentrics holed up in the northern lands. That family is shrouded in mystery. It is best to be cautious. Many of them are skilled in magic, and it is said that a black-haired daughter, the Witch of Time, is always born to them." The empress asked, "The Witch of Time, you say? What a grandiose title. If such a young girl truly exists, I would love to see her for myself," she thought. "Let's summon her for my coronation ceremony." On the other hand, Emilia thought, "His form is not bad, but his control is still lacking." Felix spoke, fire. Emilia told him, come here. Suddenly, the fire turned toward Emilia. Felix shouted, Master, watch out. Emilia controlled the fire. Felix asked, are you all right? Emilia replied, this is nothing. I am fine. Your form is not bad, so don't worry about it. What you are lacking is control. She thought, maybe if he focuses on protecting something, it will be easier to control. Then she said, to control your magic, try focusing on protecting something. Surely you have something you wish to protect. Give it a try. Felix thought, something I want to protect. Yes, I will. But I couldn't. Emilia spoke, it's okay, don't rush it. Felix thought, why is this happening? My heart is pounding. I wonder who Master protects. I want to become strong enough to protect my master. After that, days and days of training began. Aid asked, does he show any special promise? Emilia replied, I just made a promise to him. She thought, Ronin territory has been enhancing education and support to become a domain where exceptional individuals gather. Even orphans can thrive here if they have talent. I also dislike Arissa's bloodline-centric way of thinking. She said, it is a shame when talented children are overlooked due to the circumstances of their birth. Aid said, you took me in as well, but this is the first time my lady has taken on a disciple. I wondered if there was something special about it. Emilia replied, that child is likely of the former emperor's bloodline. I picked him up when he was about to be killed. Isolde probably sent the assassins. Aid asked, even if Isolde proceeds with the coronation and is meant to reign as empress, wouldn't sheltering him be harmful to you? Emilia replied, I don't mind, even if that is the case. She thought, if that child is the only one who can free me, I must protect and raise him to be strong. No matter what, he can handle the 4 major elements and has plenty of talent. How strong does he need to be to free me? Please, grow up quickly. Felix said, Master, thanks to you, I have improved my control over magic. Emilia thought, he really is like a puppy. She said, let's move on to the next step. Until now it has been basic training. Next, we will enter combat training, closer to actual battle. She thought, he needs to get used to fighting and defeating opponents. No matter how strong he becomes, he won't be able to kill, not only Isolde, but me as well. After some time, Emilia spoke, there are various magical beasts in this forest. The deeper you go, the stronger the magical beasts become, but you should be able to defeat the ones around here now. You can also obtain materials for magical tools from magical beasts, so defeat as many as you can. Now, give it a try. They may look cute, but they are still magical beasts. Don't let your guard down. Felix replied, yes, water, freeze and become blades of ice. He thought, I have to kill this magical beast. Emilia thought, he is a gentle child. He hesitates to kill even magical beasts, but that won't do. She said, magical beasts carefully observe their opponents and accurately target their weaknesses, if it got any bigger. Felix thought, I hate always being protected, but killing is still scary, but if I don't fight, nothing will change. After that, Emilia told him, see, you can do it. Felix said, I won't forgive anyone who hurts my master. More importantly, please don't do dangerous things. Emilia asked, dangerous? That level of magical beast couldn't even scratch me, Felix told her, but even so. Emilia emphasized, quick judgments and actions don't always lead to good results. It's like leaving it to chance, whether it goes well or ends in life or death. If you want to protect someone, be prepared to kill to protect. Felix thought, I will definitely strike back at Isolde and reclaim the empire. Then Master Emilia and I will. Right now, I'm not even on her radar. I need to become a strong adult faster, strong enough to protect her. Emilia threw a stone at the beast. Suddenly, the beast became large and attacked. Emilia said, you will die if you space out like that. Felix killed the beast. Then he said, that was dangerous. Emilia replied, it is because you are not paying attention. Your sword form looks good, though. She thought, he can move the sword more instinctively than magic. He needs a swordsmanship master. That night, she said, please arrange for someone to oversee that child's education. Aid replied, understood. A well-rounded education, etiquette, and... Emilia spoke, also the art of rulership. I will find a swordsmanship instructor myself. Next scene, the knight captain spoke, to think a young lady from the Marquis family would come to inspect us. The training grounds are this way. Emilia thought, the discipline is sufficient and movements are not bad, but they lack the strength and grit needed for real combat. Since I am taking care of the dangerous magical beasts that could cause casualties, I wonder if they have become too soft. Emilia asked, "What is happening over there?" The captain replied, "It seems there is some commotion during the entrance exam sparring." Roden shouted, "Your torso is wide open. Who's next?" A knight told him, "Knights should fight cleanly under proper command, so as not to bring shame to the people." Roden replied, "Say that on the battlefield and you'll get killed." The captain told her, "That is Roden, a former mercenary from another country, while that might be acceptable in war-torn countries." After some time, one person attacked him. The next moment, Roden punched him. Another tried to use fire magic, but in the next moment, the fire vanished. Roden asked, "The fire went out, what is going on?" Emilia came and spoke, "Attacking with a sword is one thing, but using fire against a non-mage is cowardly. Would you like to become a swordsmanship instructor? I need a teacher to instruct my disciple in practical swordsmanship." Roden asked, "Disciple, teacher, sorry, but I have no obligation to indulge in a noble's hobby." Emilia told him, "It is not a hobby, and I will pay you well. For starters, let's see, I could arrange for you to be accepted into the Knight Order." The next day, Roden thought, "Acceptance notice for the knights, that young lady, who on earth is she?" On the other hand, Emilia spoke, "It seems the coronation ceremony has been set for next month, so they invite me." The Witch of Time, Aid said, "I believe it would be fine to dismiss it as a mere rumor and not attend." Emilia told him, "No, it would not be wise to create unnecessary conflict. I will accept the invitation." Aid asked, "Are you sure? Calling you the Witch of Time? That sounds like deliberate provocation." Emilia replied, "It does, but if we can discuss this peacefully, that would be best. But if she becomes obsessed with eliminating Felix, if my opponent is Isolde, I can fight." She thought, "Due to the contract, I cannot harm those of the Eris bloodline, but that is not the case here. Isolde, who married in from another kingdom, is not bound by the contract. If Isolde, after all, the one who assassinated her own husband, the Emperor, and tried to wipe out the entire imperial bloodline, I can't let my guard down. Especially since she went out of her way to invite the Witch of Time by name," Aid said. "It is most probably a trap," Emilia replied. "You must be careful as well." After some time, Felix shouted, "You're going to Isolde's coronation. She massacred the Emperor and his entire family and led a coup. She is a terrifying woman. To summon you of all people, Master, she must be plotting something." Emilia replied, "But still, it is an invitation from the new Emperor. Refusing it could lead to even more trouble." Felix thought, "Could it be? Does Isolde know I am being sheltered in the Ronin territory? If Master is put in danger because of me," Felix shouted, "I will go too. Please take me with you." Emilia replied, "That is impossible. There is no way an uninvited child can attend a coronation. The coronation is of no concern to you. From now on, you need to focus on getting stronger." Roden came. Emilia spoke, "Thank you for coming. Now it is time for you to fulfill your promise." Roden replied, "Of course, I believe in repaying my debt." Felix thought, "What?" Emilia said, "You look completely different. Now you look like a proper knight. This is your new student. Please train him well and make him stronger. Not pretty, decorative fighting. I want you to drill into him how to crush his enemies, how to survive." Roden replied, "That is my specialty. I'm not gonna go easy on you, but if you're serious, I will make you strong. Think you can keep up, kid?" Felix replied, "My name is not Kid, it's Felix." Roden also introduced himself and told him, "Show me what you've got." After some time, Emilia thought, if he is focused on training with Roden, I shouldn't have to worry about him sneaking out of the manor to slip into the coronation. And if any assassins sent by Isolde come while I am away, my protection magic and Roden should be enough to handle them. On the other hand, the Empress spoke. I received a reply from Marquis Ronin, and she wrote, "I, along with the Witch of Time, will humbly be in attendance." Then she said, "Perhaps I should send assassins while the head of the house and the witch are away." Gideon commented, "I doubt they are attending without a plan. Shall I go take a look under the pretense of an inspection?" The Empress replied, "No, I can't afford for anything to happen to you. I need you to stay in the castle." Gideon said, "Yes, as you wish." Next scene, Gideon thought, she may be my mother, but she is a troublesome and noisy woman. Perhaps it is because she is now on the throne. My powers are restricted. I need power, quickly, the Witch of Time. I want to meet you soon. On the other hand, Emilia thought, what kind of appearance would be good? I want to look like an ordinary lady with an overly grand title that's just for show, with nothing particularly special about her, perhaps something like that. Aide came and said, I had not heard who would be your escort. If I am to fulfill that role, I must consider how our outfits will match. Emilia thought, I haven't been in high society for a long time. I am passing off my identity as a relative of a Marquis family. Emilia replied, if I attend with you, it might cause trouble if people think we are engaged or something. She thought, if it's Roden, he might be able to serve as an escort if we drill some manners into him. That might cause its own set of problems. Then she said, I don't need an escort after all. I will go alone. I should be able to find a dance partner there. Wouldn't it be better to have someone to prevent unwanted advances? Who do you think I am? If anyone makes a strange move, I can just put them to sleep, Aide said, then I will take my leave. After that, Emilia spoke, I know you are hiding there. What is the idea of eavesdropping like that? Felix replied, I'm sorry. Aren't you taking Mr. Roden with you? Emilia told him, no, I don't need a guard. It's better to have you train and protect him here. Felix thought, Master is indeed strong. He said, I still want to go too. Emilia told him, I told you, didn't I? You are not invited. Besides, if your identity is discovered, you might be killed. She thought, but maybe it's worth considering. The assassins sent by Isolde had also infiltrated the Ronin territory. She must know that Felix might be in the Ronin territory. It wouldn't be strange if they made a move soon. This is a chance to test Felix's abilities. Then she said, all right, I will take you with me. Felix shouted, really? Emilia continued, however, there is a condition if you want to go. If you can clear the trial I specify, assassins targeting you will come again. So you must defeat them all and survive on your own. That is the condition. After that, Felix thought, I have to defeat the assassins alone, without causing any collateral damage. If I want to pull this off, first off, I can't fight unless they attack me first, so I'll need to lure them out and create an opening. Roden came, and Felix told him, starting tomorrow, I would like to train outside the estate. Roden asked, planning a strategy to pass the trial. Felix replied, exactly, I will go to the town, then head to the forest to draw the assassins out. Next day, they were practicing in the forest. Roden whispered, there is movement. Felix thought, so far, everything is going according to plan. A swordsman and a mage. I should neutralize the mage quickly. Wow, their attacks are heavy, but Master Roden's sword hits way harder than this. Water, as I thought, I need to deal with the mage first. My water got neutralized. It's tricky when they keep their distance and coordinate. If I can force them into one spot like this, then I've got the upper hand. Wind and water, now freeze. The mage was trying to attack him. Felix hit him with his sword. After that, Felix said, Master, I did it. I took out the assassins all by myself, and no one else got hurt. Roden said, I didn't step in at all. There were a few close calls, but he handled it on his own just fine. Emilia said, then I guess the trial is passed. Roden commented, I wanted to be the one escorting you, though. Emilia said, I am going to be the one escorting her. Roden replied, if you did that, they would spot you and get us both killed. Then he asked, so how exactly are you planning to bring him? Want me to tag along as a guard? Emilia replied, the palace security is tight. Moving in groups should be avoided. If you're coming as an escort, you can go no further than the palace gates. We need to get some clothes ready too. Should we give it a test run? Fire, water, wind, earth, oh great power of elements. Felix thought, this form, Roden said, you'll probably be popular when you grow up. You've got the aura of a young noble. Felix thought, this is me. Wow, even my voice sounds deeper. If I grow up to look like this, I wonder if Emilia would see me as a man. After some time, Emilia said, this will do. Let's head out and get ready. We've got a lot to do besides shopping. You'll need to learn proper manners, and I won't be going easy on you. Felix thought, I get to go with Master. He replied, yes. Next scene, Felix thought, coming shopping to a place like this with Master feels like a date. Aruda spoke, welcome, allow me to show you around. Felix thought, amazing, to be able to stand next to Master without looking out of place. I want to escort Master like that too. I want to hurry and become a grown-up. The lady said, we will take your measurements here. Aruda asked, so he is your student? Emilia replied, yes, that is right. Make him into a proper young nobleman in a short span of time. While we are here, I will get a new dress too. Aruda told her, for the basic design, I think this one would suit you well. After some time, Emilia came out after changing into the dress. She said, I want to ensure it is easy to dance in. Aruda asked, would you like to dance with me? Then they started dancing. Aruda said, he can't take his eyes off you. Then he asked, would you like to try dancing too? Felix replied, yes. Aruda told him, first place your hand like this, and your foot. He thought, Felix may look handsome, but inside he is just a child. I wonder if there is truth to the expectations for him. Emilia spoke, please inform the estate when it is finished. Felix thought, matching outfits with Master, if we went out wearing those, we would really look like lovers. Emilia said, I almost forgot, we need accessories too, this one, and let's go with this. She thought, as a precaution, maybe I should make it a magical tracking device. Felix thought, when I grow up, I will be the one giving gifts to Master next time. Aruda said, since you are here, why don't you two try dancing before changing out of the outfits? Felix said, please grant me this dance. Emilia replied, fine, but please don't step on my feet. Then they started dancing. Emilia said, that is the way, don't force it, move naturally. She thought, after that, I did dance with Eric once, after the wedding, before the princess, who would become Arissa's official wife, arrived. Everyone assumed I would be the next empress and had high expectations of me. They completely looked down on me. I never wanted to become an empress who supported that lying man. Aris stated, you are mine for eternity. Felix said, Master, am I that bad? Emilia replied, for just having learned it, you are doing well. Felix spoke, I did it. Emilia thought, if I had not been deceived by Aris, I wonder if I might have fallen in love with someone else. Then she said, since you will be my partner that day, don't call me Master, call me Emilia. Felix replied, yes, Lady Emilia. Next scene. Roden asked, how long are you planning to stay like that? Felix replied, I asked Lady Emilia, please let me stay like this a little longer. Then he remembered, he asked to stay a little longer, probably until the day of coronation, if possible. I want to master etiquette and dancing while I am in this body, if that is too much of a burden on Lady. Of course, Emilia replied, sure, go ahead, it is really not much of a problem for me. After that, there was dancing, then walking at the estate. Felix was looking at candy. Emilia said, I will buy it for you if you want one. Felix replied, no, I was just looking at it because it is a bit unique. He thought, how can I make Lady see me as a man? Now back in the present time, Roden told him, looking good, you are finally starting to fight with strength that matches your build. Felix replied, really, thank you. Roden asked, I heard you have been going around town recently, picking up girls. Felix replied, please don't say it like that, I am just practicing how to come across like a grown man. Roden commented, just because you look like an adult does not mean Emilia sees you as a romantic partner. On the inside, you are still a kid. Felix said, that is not true. Roden told him, see, the fact that you are getting all defensive just proves my point. You've got to change how you think and act too, or the adult body will just feel like a costume on you. Then at night, Felix thought, I really do want to grow up fast, but what does it mean to act like a man, a grown man? Maybe I should learn from Master Roden. After some time, Felix spoke, one beer, please. Girls came and said, Mister, how about we have a drink together? One lady said, excuse me, but I spoke to him first. The other one replied, well obviously he's gonna choose me. Stop getting in my way and go somewhere else. Felix thought, my beer came. The next moment, one lady accidentally hit him and the beer poured on him. The ladies said, we are really sorry. Felix replied, no, it is fine, don't fight. Well, see you. After that, Felix thought, I want to hear Lady Emilia's voice. What is wrong with me? Why do I feel like this? Suddenly Emilia arrived. She asked, seriously, what do you think you are doing out this late? Felix hugged her. Emilia asked, you reek of alcohol. Don't tell me you actually got drunk. Felix replied, I did not, I just got some on me. Emilia spoke, you troublesome child. Well, fine, come on, let's go home. After that, Emilia said, all right then, good night. Felix pulled her onto the bed and said, don't leave me alone. Emilia thought, is he feeling lonely? I guess he really is still a child on the inside. Maybe it is time to change him back. Felix stated, wait, please tell me, how can I get you to see me as a man? Felix continued, If I really become an adult like Rodin, then will you see me as a man? What do I have to do for you to see me as a man? Emilia thought, Rodin is a man, to me. Even Rodin is practically a baby. They are about the same age to me. There is no difference between them, but still, why is Felix comparing himself to Rodin to prove his maturity? Maybe he has feelings for me. That can't be right. For 700 years, because of Iris, I have lived my life isolated from love and romance. I have spent far too long living alone. I don't even remember how to love someone anymore. But if I had met a straightforward man like Felix back then, would I have been able to truly love, if I had been only affectionate and open-hearted? Wait, what am I even thinking? We are 700 years apart. Even though I look about the same age as Felix, for him I am beyond just being a grandmother. Felix thought, what on earth am I doing? Sorry, I got drunk from just the alcohol splashing on me. I am still nowhere near being a proper adult. Emilia spoke, to get drunk on alcohol you have not even consumed, so you've got no alcohol tolerance. Don't worry, slowly you will get used to it once you are older. Emilia thought, once Felix becomes an adult, he will surely find a suitable woman, just like with Iris. I am only chosen because of a god sealed inside me. Humans are both awed by and drawn to overwhelming power. Sometimes they even mistake that for love, but if I could ever love again, if I could ever be loved. Emilia spoke, if you still truly love me when you become an adult, then there is something I want to ask. Felix replied, what is it? Anything for you, lady. Emilia told him, don't give such a careless answer. People's feelings change as time goes on. Don't make promises based on the assumption that they won't change. Felix asked, but if my feelings truly don't change, will you finally see me as a man then? Emilia thought, he is desperate for me to treat him like an adult. She said, Felix, remember how you told me once you wanted to grow stronger so you could protect everything that is precious to you? That you would repay me by pledging loyalty. You can only chase one goal at a time. If you truly want to achieve it, don't get greedy. But if you truly remain firm and achieve your goal, then yes, you will be a man in my eyes. Emilia thought, I want you to free me from this world, and that will be difficult if you remain as kind as you are. When you become an adult, possessing the power and mental strength to stand against Isolde. Then she said, good night. Next scene. At the imperial capital. Emilia told them, whenever I have business here, I use this estate in the capital. We should be safe here, since the entire palace is covered in powerful defensive barriers. However, when you leave the mansion, you need to reapply the magic once a day. Don't forget, Rodin said. Seems like you have a mission in the imperial capital too. Emilia replied, of course, the House of Ronin has long-standing ties with the emperor. She thought, back when Iris was alive, I was not allowed to leave the capital at all. Even after a foreign princess became empress, I was summoned almost daily, paraded around to show off my power. The empress spoke, it is terrifying to think someone with such monstrous power ended up as a concubine. Iris replied, don't worry, that woman would never dare to say no to me. After that, the empress came and spoke. The emperor once told me that you are nothing more than a sacrifice. Just because he took pity on you and made you a concubine, don't delude yourself into thinking you have earned the emperor's love. Emilia thought, love, of course, I would not make that same mistake again. Nobles were chatting. Did you hear? The empress is expecting. How wonderful. With this, the future of the Duchy of Vitar is safe. Commoners were also chatting. Do you think it will be a prince or princess? I can't wait to find out. I pray for a safe delivery. Emilia thought, once an heir is born, will the empress finally ease her hostility toward me? The empress was going down the stairs. Emilia used her magic to save the empress. The moment after, the empress shouted, you witch, you're jealous that I am bearing the heir, so you tried to harm me, didn't you? Emilia thought. That is not true, I saved her. After that, the maids were whispering, she tried to use divine power to harm the royal heir. How terrifying, we have brought your meal. Emilia thought, it would be easy to fight back with the divine power inside me, but doing so would only make them fear me more and worsen my standing. Once the heir is safely born, all of this should settle down. I just have to endure for now. My throat, burning. Is it poison? It hurts, and yet, I can't die, thanks to the divine power within me. Even lethal poison could not kill me, and the pain was unbearable. After recovering, I was summoned again by Iris to attend another gathering. Why must I endure this? Why should I meekly accept every torment they throw at me? And why does Iris allow this to go on? I see how it is. It was Iris who whispered poison into the empress's and the other concubines' ears. He turned them all against each other to protect his own position. What a cowardly man. In that case, it is my turn to make a move. Iris, driven by the lust for power, extended his reach into the neighboring countries. I also had to take part in those wars, and in return, I was granted the lands that now form the Ronin territory. No matter how I look at it, he was a wretched man, but I suppose that is what made him the emperor in the first place. To him, me, the empress, and every concubine were all nothing more than tools to fuel his ambitions. As the duchy grew into an empire over time, the harassment from court women stopped altogether. Their jealousy and envy toward my immortality slowly turned into fear. If Iris had been immortal too, that would have been a nightmare. But not everyone bowed to his will. Like Isolde, for example. Roden asked, "What will you do if you are harassed at the coronation?" Emilia replied, "If they come after me, I can handle it. As long as Felix's identity is not exposed, he will be fine." The aide spoke, "There is a chance they will target your territory too." Emilia replied, "That is true, but even so, I am not worried about Ronin." She thought, after all, the Ronin territory, which I earned as compensation for the war, is a high-ranking region in agriculture, commerce, and military, which I have nurtured. With Isolde now on the throne, Iris's rule has finally broken. There is nothing holding me back. If I wanted to, I could even declare independence. She said, "In fact, I am quite looking forward to whatever schemes they try." She thought, "There is nothing left that could break me now." Emilia stated, "Besides, I've got a trump card ready, just in case. More importantly, we still need to deliver our tribute for the new emperor, don't we?" The aide replied, "Of course, everything is prepared as you requested, my lady." Emilia spoke, "Good, let's go then." 1 week until Isolde's coronation, Gideon spoke, "I need a report. How has the black-haired woman been doing?" A knight replied, "She arrived at the estate with Marquis Ronin and 2 young men." Gideon thought, 2 men, interesting. If anything else comes up, report to me at once. Then he asked, "And you? How is my mother?" The servant replied, "She is busy preparing for the coronation, though it seems she has something else in mind, but we have not been told what." The empress came in. Gideon asked, "Mother, is something wrong?" The empress replied, "I have something to discuss with you. Nobles from all over the country will gather for the coronation, so during that time, I intend to choose a fiancé candidate for you." Gideon asked, "A fiancé, isn't it too early?" The empress emphasized, "Not at all. Even after you ascend the throne, I must secure a firm foundation for your rule. Since you are the only legitimate heir to the imperial bloodline, I will decide on a suitable match for you from among the young noble ladies. Of course, if anyone defies me, I will punish them as a warning." Gideon thought, "Mother may end up targeting Emilia too. I'm curious to see how she handles it. Maybe I should pay her a visit before things start to escalate." On the other hand, Emilia spoke, "You can wait here if you would like." Roden replied, "Understood." A child came and asked, "Please help me." Roden said, "What happened?" The child replied, "It's terrible. Please, I beg you, help me, this way." Emilia came out of the shop and thought, "Roden is not here. Maybe he went shopping or something. I suppose now is a good chance to visit the grave. Please take me to the central cemetery." After some time, Emilia thought, "How many members of the Ronin family have I seen off? I wonder if Felix, the child of blessing, really can end me someday. Then, someone is coming." Gideon came. Emilia thought, "Iris, but he's supposed to be dead." Gideon spoke, "Hello there. Even in a quiet cemetery like this, it is not safe for a noblewoman to be out here without any escort. If you want, I can escort you back to your estate." Emilia replied, "Thank you for your concern, but aren't you in just as much danger? Some people act kind at first, only to turn out to be monsters later." She thought, judging by his attire and demeanor, he is definitely a noble, and since he resembles Iris, there is a possibility he is from the imperial bloodline. But why is he talking to me? I need to be cautious. Gideon said, "My apologies, it was quite rude approaching you without introducing myself. I am Aidan Parkshire, the second son of a baronial family." Emilia thought, "If I remember correctly, that house is out west, known for wheat farming, I think." Gideon said, "Today I was visiting relatives in the department, but I got bored and ran away. I hope my parents are not mad, searching for me." Emilia thought, he may look exactly like Iris, but after talking to him, it's obvious he is someone clearly different. Emilia told him, don't worry, I have an attendant waiting nearby, so you don't have to escort me home. Suddenly Gideon looked at the knights, then he said, sorry, just walk with me for a bit. Emilia asked, what are you doing? Gideon replied, I'm sorry, just pretend to be my lover for a minute, looks like my attendant is trying to track me down, just help me out for a moment, please. Emilia thought, a face so similar to Iris, he's probably used to charming women, but this is really inappropriate for a first meeting. When the knight was gone, Emilia said, get off me, she thought, if he gets any closer to me, I think it will be fine to blast him away with my magic, to be held captive by a ghost from the past. That is impossible, isn't it? If you look around the world, there are always a few people who resemble each other. Felix also resembles him, but compared to Iris, Felix is far more honest and pure-hearted. Gideon thought, so that is what her smile looks like, I have never seen her smile even once. Then he said, I would really like to thank you properly for today. Emilia replied, you don't need to, it's not like we will ever meet again, farewell, then. Then at night, Gideon thought, so that is her, the Witch of Time, Emilia Ronan. The woman I have seen in my dreams countless times, standing right before me, not as a memory from a past life, but seen through my own eyes for the first time. She is just as beautiful as I imagined, a woman who bears the sorrow and strength of a god's power. I want to make her mine. Next scene, Rodan shouted, are you okay? Emilia replied, yes, let's head home. After that, Felix spoke, welcome back, lady. Emilia replied, yes. Felix asked, did something happen? Rodan replied, I'm not sure, she's been out of it and quiet ever since the carriage ride home. Felix thought, I wish I could be of help somehow, even if I look older, I am still completely powerless. On the other hand, Emilia thought, I think Iris's direct bloodline has ended, but there is someone who looks that much like him. Could he also carry Iris's blood? It wouldn't be impossible for there to be others with Iris's lineage besides Felix. Then, on the day of Isolda's coronation, Isolda became the empress. After the ceremony, nobles were whispering, who is the young lady with Marquis Ronan? A relative maybe, she is beautiful. Emilia thought, I would really rather not draw attention, though. Emilia spoke, you are doing fine. Just relax your shoulders a bit, Felix replied, but we don't know when or what someone might try to pull. Emilia told him, it's okay, I can at least protect you. Felix commented, I'm not worried about me, it's you I'm worried about, lady. Emilia thought, even if something did happen, I wouldn't die, or rather, I can't die. They once called me a witch and tried to burn me at the stake, but with the blessing of the 4 elements, I didn't burn. Poison actually works better, but it was rough, and stabbing, beating, torture. If I keep casting healing spells, I can't even feel the pain. I haven't even told Relius, the current head of House Ronan, the full truth about my past. There's no need for him to know anyway. After that, Felix overheard noblemen chatting, for a foreign woman to sit on our throne, it's like the nation beloved by the gods, passed down from the great Iris himself, is gone. The other one said, keep your voice down, you'll be punished if someone hears you, even if things start leaning toward Charlier, once the throne is passed to Lord Gideon. Then the bloodline of Iris will be restored, all the other princes have been purged, after all. Felix thought, following Isolda's orders, blinded by power, I was nearly killed, and Julianne died trying to protect me. If Lady Emilia had not been there, I would be dead too. If she is going to seize power for selfish gain and run the country into ruin, then I will finally feel resolved if I stand face to face with Isolda. And then there's Prince Gideon. I am curious about him too. I couldn't see him from where I was during the coronation, so I have no idea what kind of person he is. After that, Gideon came and spoke, good evening, we meet again. May I have this dance? Emilia replied, sorry, but I already have a partner. Gideon stated, if you had said yes, I wouldn't have caused you any trouble. Emilia asked, there are plenty of women here waiting for your attention. Gideon replied, but I want to dance with you, no matter, if not now, I'll just make sure I get the next one. Until then. Emilia thought, thanks to him, I drew more attention than I wanted. Anyway, where is Felix? Then Felix thought, please, lady. Emilia also thought, deal with it yourself. After that, Empress Isolda came. Emilia thought, there is no particular reaction. I wonder if she does not know my face yet, or if she is pretending not to. Felix thought, so this is the new emperor, my nemesis. Perhaps she does not recognize me because I am in an adult form. Empress Isolde stated, "On this auspicious day, I have become the new emperor of the Charlier Empire. The previous emperor was thoroughly corrupt, and the gap between rich and poor among the subjects only widened. The empire was in turmoil. There was rampant corruption under the pretext of reconciliation with my homeland. As emperor, I have only one mission: to rebuild this empire, admonish the overconfidence in being a divine nation, and create a new, powerful empire." Nobles were shouting, "Long live Her Majesty, the new Emperor Isolde." After that, one viscount spoke, "May Emperor's reign be blessed with prosperity." Empress said, "It seems the viscount was trying to prevent my ascension. You can make your excuses to your heart's content to the interrogation. Take him away." A count came and said, "I tribute these imported tea sets." Empress asked, "Are you implying that imported goods are suitable for a foreign-born woman?" The count spoke, "Not at all. I would never dare. I chose them only because they're very rare items." Empress continued, "Then bring out your most prized possession. If I recall correctly, the count's family has a treasured jewel." She thought, "Finally, this day has come. The empire is entirely under my control. I killed my husband, who was emperor in name only, disposed of the princes and princesses who would be in Gideon's way. Now I just need to swallow up some neighboring countries, including my homeland, Hellquartz, to make Charlier an even more powerful empire. And I will go down in history as the founder of the new Charlier Empire, while my son Gideon will be remembered as the greatest emperor in history. For that, I must first crush any possibility of rebellion." The Ronan Marquis family, who are sheltering the hidden child of the former emperor's brother, what does it matter if they are from a family line descended from Emperor Iris? I will make an example of what happens to those who defy me. Emilia thought, as expected, she is not the type to be a wise ruler. Iris's descendants, for better or worse, were just the successor type and were not so venomous, though not of Iris's bloodline. I sense something close to Iris from her. I can smell the scent of a tyrannical dictator with strong ambitions. Now that the emperor is not of the Iris bloodline, this country can no longer bind me. In that case, Empress asked, I hear that the Ronan territory, the fortress of Charlier, is defying me and harboring my enemy. If you are trying to threaten my reign, shall I imprison you right now? Relius, who is the head of the Ronan family and sometimes works as the aide of Emilia, replied, I offer my congratulations on the birth of the new emperor, whatever good that means. In Ronan territory, we do help those attacked by thieves and conduct searches, but we have no reason to harbor criminals. Who exactly is your majesty looking for? Empress thought, if it becomes known that someone of the former emperor's bloodline survives, they could become a rallying point for those who would depose me. Relius continued, besides criminals, there is no one important enough for your majesty to search for, Emilia thought. As expected of Relius, he knows how to handle this. He is the type to pick up the gauntlet when challenged. Empress shouted, no, it is just a thief who stole valuables from the castle. Even if it is a child, you would hand them over if you knew they were a criminal. Relius replied, yes, that is only natural as your subject, if there is solid evidence that this child is a thief, and if there is proof that we are harboring this thief, then we will accept punishment. Empress thought, evidence, just because they're the witch of time or whatever, they're insolent, she said. Let me see your loyalty as a subject right here and now. How about having the woman beside you serve me? She thought, I'll take her hostage and torment her to my heart's content. Empress continued, the Ronan territory would not want to be accused of treason and cause trouble with me. The emperor, if you agree to enter and serve as a lady-in-waiting, I will overlook this suspicion. Felix thought, no, that would put Lady Emilia in danger. Emilia thought, why should I refuse? Gideon came and spoke, please give me a moment, your majesty. Emilia thought, what is he doing? Gideon continued, if she is related to the Ronans, wouldn't it be more fitting for her to be considered a crown princess candidate rather than a court lady? Emilia thought, a mere baron's son interrupting a conversation, and with that kind of suggestion, he's going to get himself killed. Empress replied, a family suspected of treason cannot be allowed to produce a future empress. Gideon replied, just a candidate, of course, naturally, there should be other candidates as well, like the daughters of other powerful noble families from your majesty's homeland. Empress thought, whether she is a court lady or a fiancé candidate, either way, she will be under surveillance. Then she said, well, since she is your suggested crown princess candidate, I will listen to your opinion, my son. Emilia thought, son, what does she mean? Don't tell me all that was a lie. Empress stated, he is my son, the crown prince of the Charlier Empire. Emilia thought, I thought he might be related to Iris's bloodline, but I didn't expect him to be the crown prince. He is all smiles, but I can't tell what he's really thinking behind them. Empress spoke. The candidate for crown princess should learn the ways of the inner palace. She is to stay in the capital for a while. Emilia thought, this is going to be troublesome. After that, Felix asked, Lady, are you really going to be okay? Emilia replied, don't worry so much, I'll be fine. When I go greet him, I'll use an illusion or something to make him back out, just in case you don't hear from me by tonight. Assume I've walked into a trap. The next day, the prince spoke. Sorry for lying back then. It is dangerous for everyone if I reveal my identity carelessly in public. Emilia thought, something is not right. Suddenly, she thought, my vision. The prince said, good night. Then at night, Emilia woke up and thought, where am I? So he did put something in the tea. I got careless just because I knew I wouldn't die. It's already night. Felix and the others must be worried. I have to get out of here. So, there's a barrier. Looks like a pretty complex spell. Not something I can undo easily. I wonder if he's planning to torture me for information. The room's oddly clean for that. The crown prince came and spoke. So, you are finally awake. I can finally touch you. Like this video, hit the like button, and subscribe for more videos.